Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wild Wednesday, where we share words of wisdom. Today, we're going to be talking about when someone shows you or tells you who they are, believe them. When someone shows you or tells you who they are, believe them. And I think the hardest thing for us to do is the very thing that we just said. It's hard to believe someone because we're always trying to give somebody a fighting chance. We want to give them the benefit of the doubt. We want to test it out and see. We want to wait it out and see. Give them a trial basis. Put them on a trial basis. Okay, 30-day trial. And then when the 30 days run out, we want to give them some additional days. And they still showing us and they're still telling us, but we still giving them the trial basis. So, like I said, it's hard for us to just accept the fact that if this person is telling me who they are and showing me who they are, then I'm just going to believe them. But no, we don't want to believe them. We just caught up in the belief that things will change. It will get better. They're going to show us exactly the opposite of what they're showing us right now. Because we believe in people so much. I believe in you. And I believe you're going to change. And I believe you're going to be different next year. Look, we're giving them years and years and years to change. Some people are in relationships. They giving folk years and years and years. They living with them. They not going to change. And I'm talking about folks that have not made that commitment, that next step. I'm living with you. I'm giving you this. I'm giving you that. I'm giving you my time. And of course, we don't condone the shacking and all that type stuff. But this is reality now. We talking. Let's just be real. Folks do it. People are doing it. I don't care how much you talk against it. It's still being done. But at the same time, you should get to the point to say, well, enough is enough. I am not going to stand here and continue to let you display these characteristics. I don't see no changes. I don't see anything getting better. Why am I still here? Why am I still doing this? Why am I still fooling myself? Why am I still going through this same cycle of patterns of behavior? Why am I doing this? Who am I convincing? I'm not convincing myself that things are going to, I guess, be the change. I guess I am convincing myself. I'm trying to convince myself that things are going to change. But things are not going to change because things still look the same. An apple is still an apple. An orange is still an orange. Didn't change its color, didn't change its design, didn't change its dimension. It didn't change its taste. It's still that same fruit. Nothing changed. And so, like I said, when people show you who they are, you see it. You believe them. Believe them. When people tell you, and sometimes, telling does not always mean verbally. Telling can just be the displaying action. Sometimes the words that they say, they have hidden meanings, and you have to figure out what those hidden meanings are and learn to just accept that this is who this person is. And when we talk about grown people now, we talking about grown folk. Grown folks know when they're wanting to make a change. Sometimes it requires people to put fire up under them to make changes. Sometimes it just has to be that that dead end street. You know, you didn't ran out of options, ran out of gas, you ran out of a lot of things. And so now you're faced with, I got to make another decision, you know, because I'm at a dead end street. So what am I going to do? You know, and so, you know, some people, they're forced to make changes in their life when that happens, you know, and then sometimes ultimatums cause people to make changes. All right, now if you don't do this, then this is not going to happen. You know, and so you're faced and confronted with an ultimatum. But a person has to want to make a change in order for them to make change. And they have to be committed to making a change. You cannot force a person to make a change. Now, you can tell them what you're not willing to tolerate. Because I'm not going to tolerate this. Now, I'm going to exit myself out of this equation, okay? A plus B equals C. Now, you may be A and I may be B, but we're not making C because I'm about to exit out of this. So A equals C for you. You're going to have to figure out the other part of the formula because I'm not in it anymore. So it's like you have to know when, okay, to remove yourself from toxic environments, from toxic situations, from areas where you know that what you have to offer is being trampled on, what you have to offer is being misrepresented, it's not even being valued. Don't, bruh, sis, don't put yourself through that. Don't go through that. Don't spend your whole life wasting your whole life. You have people that will enter into your life to waste your time, to waste your energy, to waste your gifts, to waste your talents, to waste your abilities, your opportunities. You can miss opportunity because certain folk are in your life that have connected to you that you need to let go of, that you need to remove from your life. You know, it's just reality. Let me tell you something. All of us have had to make some decisions like that. When the rubber hits the road, I'm like, look, you gotta go or I gotta go. Somebody gotta go. And I'm just not going to stick around. I'm just not going. I'm not standing for it. I'm not standing for it. We have just went through a whole entire year last year of a pandemic that many of us have encountered so many issues within the year. In our families, in our relationships, on our jobs. A lot of us have encountered so much that we said for 2021, we're not tolerating this stuff. We are not tolerating this mess. Do you hear me? We don't have time to tolerate this mess. So look, if you're showing me who you are, then I know who you are. I know you because you're showing me. It is what it is, you know. And you can play a role for so long. Like I tell people, you can hide your countenance, you can hide who you really are. It's gonna seep out at some point. People gonna really see the real you. You can try to hide and show a little visage and you know, but people will, when they hang around you long enough, they will know you inside out. You hear me? They'll know whether you're genuine or not, whether you're true to what it is that you're saying and representing. They will know. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to keep telling folk you save and you living holy. They will see it, baby. They will see it. You won't have to convince nobody of your relationship with God. You won't have to convince nobody of your relationship. Let me go deep with your husband. You won't have to convince nobody of your relationship with your wife. Okay? You don't have to convince nobody of your relationship with your co-workers. You don't have to convince nobody of your relationship with anybody. Anybody. Some folk not people persons. Some people just can't get along with folk. They try to play that game all day and they smile and but they don't like people. Some folk don't even like themselves. Let's just be real. They don't even like themselves. They get irritated with their own self. And then you want to connect with folk that had this problem. They having a problem with people. They have a problem with themselves. They going through some internal struggles. Come on now, people. Come on now. Believe folk when they tell you. Believe what you see. Don't trust your instincts. Trust your discernment. God gave this to us. Trust your five senses. God gave us five senses now. Have a sense enough to move on when it's time to move on from and digress from things that you've been attaching yourself to. You're trying to hold on as long as you can because you think it's going to work. If I could just stay here long enough, it'll change. No, you need to change. You need to change your perspective and change how you viewing things. It'll change when you change. Sometimes you just got to make that analysis. You have to come to terms with that realization that when you change, things will change. So you got to change your own mind about things. Let people grow up. Let people learn who they are. You will waste all of your time, energy, and effort sitting there trying to wait on someone to grow up, mature themselves, to come up to where you are, to your standards. You'll be wasting all of your years and days on this planet doing that very thing. When all you could have done was say, look, I'm finna give you some space. Just like Lot and Abraham. God said he was gonna bless both of them, right? He blessed both of them. But they had to separate themselves. Why? Because there was a lot of stuff going on. Lot had some growing up to do. Abraham had a little growing up to do. And they just had to separate. Sometimes you come out better when that happens. And you will be doing the person that you connected to a huge favor. You will really be doing them a huge favor if you would just let them go. Let them discover themselves. Let them find out what they really want in life. And stop trying to waste your time hanging on, hoping. Some folk wishing that things would change. And you see, it's been 30 years. Please don't let it be 30 years. And you notice that things still have not changed. Because you didn't change. You settled. You settled. You became content with that thing. You didn't want to let it go. But nothing is moving. So why are you staying? Nothing is moving, okay? We're at a, like I said, dead-end street. The car has stopped. Nothing's moving. Why are we still here? Why are we still here? When someone shows you or tells you who they are, believe them. I want to be connected to something that's moving because I'm going somewhere. I'm going places. I know you're going places. You don't want to be connected to something that's dead, something that's not moving, because you won't be able to go where you're trying to go. Your goals will be delayed. What God has for you could be interrupted because there's something that's connected to you that is slowing you down, that is keeping you stuck. Because guess what? You're wasting your time. with someone or something that is pulling you, and you're trying to go in one place, and they're holding you in the place where you're trying to move from. Because we're always growing, we're always maturing, we're always moving. We have to find ourselves always moving. Post-pandemic, I know it's still going on, but we're still moving. We can't stop. We can't stop, people. We got to keep moving. You got to get that in your spirit. No matter what happens, no matter what's going on in the world, you got to keep moving. No, it tried to stop you, but it didn't stop you. It didn't stop you because you knew that you had to keep going. You had to keep going. And I encourage you all, keep going, keep living, keep moving forward. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let people stop you. Don't let a relationship that's stuck, okay, stop you. Find the courage to leave. Find the courage to cut your ties. Find the courage to move forward. There have been so many things that have happened in relationships, even with family. You try to connect with them. You try to establish some type of relationship. You want to talk to them. You want to meet with them. You want to interact with them. And then you have the person or persons that you're trying to connect with. They don't want the same things in return. Well, you have to love them and you have to move on. I have learned that. I'm still learning that. How to disconnect. That's what I'm going to say. Disconnect myself from things that hit me in this heart area. Because sometimes that hurt. It hurts when you feel a certain way and you're passionate about something, and the person that you connected to or you're trying to connect to is not passionate along with you concerning that thing. And it's like you got to detach yourself from that, because you will find yourself getting bitter. You find yourself getting angry. And you don't need that in your life. At the end of the day, people are people. People are people. I don't care if it's family, blood. I don't care if it's church folk. People are people. And it's just what it is. People have not so good days. They have attitudes. They accidented, bougie, and all this whole foolishness. Folks just can't be the same. They just fickle. They fickle. They change like the wind. Sometimes the wind blows. Sometimes the wind don't do anything. So it's like, you got to be able to roll with that. Can you handle that? Don't let that stop you. See, baby, you may be having an attitude with me today, but next week you'll be all right. You'll be all right. It's not going to change the way I feel about today. Today is a great day. I'm not going to let you rain on it. I'm not going to let you zap my joy, my energy, my drive. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still keep going. With or without your approval, with or without your consent. Because I didn't ask for your permission to be happy, to have joy, to have peace, to have love in my heart. And if you don't want the love that I have, I know it's a lot of people that will embrace this love. My children, my spouse, the family members that I'm connected to. Sometimes it can be the person that is not even really related to you in any way, shape, or form. So this is our Wild Wednesday, y'all. I'm so sorry I was so long. This is almost 20 minutes. I'm about to hit the 20-minute mark. But you all be blessed, be encouraged, be inspired. It's hot outside. I'm enjoying the heat. It's all good to me. But you all be blessed. And we will be back again for another Wild Wednesday. All right. Bless you. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.